word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage.
The last 60 years of our work at the Atlantic Council would not be possible without a small group of young people. People who were willing to dedicate their lives to travel to distant shores to fight for freedom. Overseas, under the seas, and high above a weary world. That genealogy of guardians continues today with the veterans of the war in Afghanistan.
I am an American refugee from Vietnam. My mother, at the end of the Vietnam War, took me and my little sister out of Vietnam, but America helped evacuate us at the very end of the war in 1975. And ever since then, I've known that I wanted to give something back.
When I joined the military, there was a sense of pride, urgency, and duty.
My very first deployment to Afghanistan was while I was on active duty in the Navy. I was a lieutenant junior grade. This was 2005. It was an amazing deployment at the age of 25 years old to go back to the country that you were born in. It was also devastating, of course, to be there knowing that the country had fallen into the hands of terrorists and that my new adopted home of the U.S. was there, sadly, because of an attack that had happened on 9/11.
Confronted by cruelty and cowardice, they answered with fearsome determination. Amidst doubt and pessimism, they brought a fighting faith. They gathered our nation's greatest strengths, courage, hope, dedication, and freely gave it to those who needed it most.
My time in Afghanistan was hopeful. Afghanistan allowed me to look at life through the lens of a group of individuals going overseas, answering a call. We saw the plight of those who had less than us, who were not as fortunate as us, and we went above and beyond in order to serve, protect, and also uplift.
My time in Afghanistan was an awakening. I finally got to ask myself some of the tougher questions of other people, but mostly of myself, to understand that what I was doing was worth it. And what I've signed up for in the military is indeed what I had wanted to do.
I became a stronger intelligence officer, but I also became a stronger woman after having gone through that deployment.
There are opposing views on the wisdom, effectiveness, and longevity of the war in Afghanistan, but the sacrifice and courage of its veterans is without dispute. The Atlantic Council pays tribute to these heroes at our 2021 Distinguished Leadership Awards. Alongside their allies from Afghanistan, from NATO, from around the world, these soldiers demonstrated bravery and commitment.
Almost everything that's worth doing in life requires a tremendous amount of hard work and sacrifice. And what I would share with others about that time in Afghanistan, or about Afghanistan more broadly, is that it really forged a deep bond between all of us that served.
What I take from that time is hope, the values that the Army embeds in you, that those values reflect what the United States and our democratic society can be in the future.
Our country is the most important thing to me. It's never been for myself. It's been to serve the bigger good. And the bigger good is what this country was founded on.
True in heart, the veterans of Afghanistan teach our nation, their allies, and their enemies that warriors still walk the earth. For what you gave, for what you endured, for who you lost, and for who you saved. For who you inspired, you have our unending gratitude and our solemn promise. As we work to shape the global future together, we will live by your example. With hope, with honor, and with true faith and dedication.